Imagine a civilization so advanced, so vast and so secretive that its very existence was scrubbed from the history books. An empire that built towering cities, mastered technologies we still can't explain, and then vanished without a trace, leaving behind only whispers and ruins. That's the Tartarian Empire, and today we're diving deep into its mysteries. Buckle up, because what you're about to discover might just change how you see the world. So, what was the Tartarian Empire? Most people have never heard of it, and that's no accident. Some historians and conspiracy theorists believe it was a massive civilization that dominated vast swaths of land from the 16th to the 19th centuries, stretching across what we now call Russia, Central Asia, and even parts of Europe and North America. Their architecture is legendary. Think grand railway stations, ornate palaces, and cathedrals with domes so perfect they seem otherworldly. Buildings like the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg or parts of Moscow show a style that doesn't quite match the official story of who built them. These structures have intricate designs, heated roads, and public baths that suggest a level of engineering far ahead of their time. But here's the kicker. By the late 19th century, the Tartarian Empire was gone. Wiped out, erased, or absorbed, depending on who you ask. Old maps from the 16th and 17th centuries label a region called Tartaria, covering millions of square miles, from Siberia to the Pacific. Travelers like Marco Polo wrote about the Tartarians as a sophisticated people with advanced infrastructure and a culture steeped in wisdom. Yet by the 20th century, those maps were redrawn, and Tartaria was reduced to a footnote, if it was mentioned at all. Why? That's where the real mystery begins. Some say the Tartarians weren't just builders. They were keepers of ancient knowledge. Their cities weren't just physical, they were spiritual hubs, blending science with esotericism. They might have understood alchemy, astrology, and even energy manipulation in ways we're only beginning to grasp today. Their libraries, if they existed, were said to hold secrets about the universe, free energy, and harmonic resonance. But if they were so powerful, why did they disappear? The evidence is tantalizing but fragmented. Look at the architecture. Those grand domes, arches, and columns in places like Russia and even Washington, D.C. don't fully align with the credited builders. Many of these buildings show signs of sudden destruction or abandonment, with scorch marks and collapsed sections that suggest something catastrophic happened. Then there are the old texts and accounts. In 1771, a massive fire supposedly ravaged what some call the Tartarian capital. Was it an accident or a deliberate act to destroy their records? Here's another angle. The language and culture of Tartaria were either suppressed or encoded. Some theorists argue that their knowledge was so dangerous that rival powers, Russia, China, and early colonial forces, saw them as a threat. The Tartarians might have been wiped out not by natural disaster but by a coordinated effort to claim their land, resources, and secrets. There are even whispers of strange weapons or esoteric rituals used against them, leaving behind ghost towns and mass graves. But the cover-up didn't stop there. After their fall, Tartarian remnants were absorbed or destroyed. Their leaders were killed, their texts burned, and their influence erased from history. Yet some believe their knowledge didn't vanish. It was stolen. Secret societies like the Freemasons or Rosicrucians are rumored to have preserved Tartarian secrets, using them to shape the modern world while keeping the truth buried. Ever wonder why so many of our greatest architectural marvels feel like they hold hidden meanings? Some say it's because they're built on Tartarian foundations, both literal and metaphorical. Today you can still see echoes of the Tartarian Empire if you know where to look. Their style pops up in unexpected places: grand public buildings, railway stations, even some early American architecture. But why hide it? The theory is that Tartaria's understanding of universal laws, energy, and spirituality was too powerful. If the masses knew what they knew, the current power structures might collapse. Imagine a world where free energy and advanced knowledge were common. Would the elites let that happen? So, what really happened to the Tartarian Empire? Was it a victim of conquest, a natural disaster, or something more sinister? Some say their fall was tied to a global reset, a deliberate rewriting of history to favor the winners. Others believe they're still out there, hidden in plain sight, their knowledge guarded by those who fear its power. Whatever the truth, one thing is clear. The Tartarian Empire isn't just a lost civilization. It is a puzzle that challenges everything we think we know about our past. What do you think? Do you believe the Tartarians were erased, or are their secrets still waiting to be uncovered? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear them. And if this article blew your mind, share it with someone who loves a good mystery. There's so much more to explore in the hidden corners of history, so stick around for more revelations. The truth is out there, and we're just scratching the surface.